This is my official boat renaming ceremony. And in my research for the past couple of weeks, I have learned that there is a very specific protocol that you must follow in order to properly rename a boat. So I did not write the words that I'm about to speak, but this is traditionally what you must speak when you are going to rename a boat. So Winnie, I'm going to go ahead and just follow the protocol. You're welcome to take pictures and video and whatever you'd like.
I just want to take.
Yeah, and I've got Mindy helping with the champagne because that is an integral part. So this is the one we're going to start with. So you're going to wait to open that for just a second.
Okay.
But you can get it peeled and ready to go. Okay. So here we go. Almighty and great ruler of the seas and oceans, to whom all ships and we who venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage, implore you in your graciousness to expunge for all time from your records and recollection the name of Marlene Buckley, which was the name of the boat before we renamed it. Marlene Buckley has ceased to be an entity in your kingdom. In grateful acknowledgement of your munificence and dispensation, we offer you this champagne, this libation, to your majesty and to your court. So now we're going to open the bottle and we are going to pour some over the bow of the boat. Thank you.
Cook it up some more.
And this is necessary to expunge Marlene Buckley. Thank you. Almighty and great ruler of the seas and oceans, to whom all ships and we who venture upon your vast domain are required to pay homage, implore you in your graciousness to take unto your records and recollection this worthy vessel hereafter and for all time known in the future as the Jack Keys, guarding her with your mighty arm and trident and ensuring her of safe and rapid passage throughout her journeys within your realm. And at this point, I'm going to read Jack's obituary. Jack Robert Keys. So you think you know Jack. If you think you know Jack, did you really know Jack? Jack Robert Keys, avid cross-country ski pioneer, self-taught naturalist, U.S. Navy submarine service vet, died Friday, April 29, after a fierce 6-month battle against cancer. He was surrounded by family and some of his hundreds of friends. A fifth-generation native of Traverse City, Jack was born July 11, 1947, to Bob and Patty Keys. The graduate of Traverse City High School was a master of many disciplines, including graduating the Navy Electronics and Submarine Schools, Northwestern Michigan College, where he pursued ongoing studies, Grand Valley State College, and the Water Quality Association certification program. He achieved Eagle Scout with Troop 35 in Traverse City and continued to volunteer with them in the 70s and 80s. Jack lectured on outdoor recreation and development of cross-country skiing in Northwest Michigan. A Region 8 Planning Commission trail advisor, he helped establish the Vasa, the Tart, and the Leelanau trails. He facilitated his grandmother donating land at Hickory Hills for Jack's trip. He was a kayak safety instructor. He helped with cross-country ski for light. He helped organize the Western Michigan Sierra Club and the Western Michigan Kayaking Association, while he was assistant manager at Bill and Paul's Sport House in Grand Rapids, where he was a top salesman for 14 years. He also instructed on Nordic skiing at clubs, schools, and businesses. He lectured at Ball State University and consulted on human endurance research. He initiated and managed sales at Sugarloaf Resort, where he was a Nordic director and developed the Nordic program. For 10 years, Jack was independent Midwest sales rep, responsible for design, development, and sales for companies involved in Nordic skis, clothing, and related products. Over the decades, Jack worked for Traverse City Parks and Rec as a water safety instructor, lifeguard director, and ski patrol director, Twin Lakes 4-H camp, and Timberlee ski area. For 30 years, he worked at Munson Hospital in environmental services and patient transport. In 2004, Jack married Winnie White of Traverse City, who survives. The wedding, officiated by Dr. Reverend Gordon Garthy, was in Peterson Park in Northport. He is survived by a son, TJ, and daughter, Leah. Both of Traverse City, 9 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren. Jack always described himself as a storyteller and salesman. He said, to be a good salesman, you have to be a good customer of life. In retirement, he and Winnie enjoyed their pontoon boat, and Jack worked with area wineries because he believed our area holds unique potential to produce world-class wines. He loved wine tasting as a hobby and educating people on local wine lore. So if you know Jack, you know to raise a glass of local wine and toast him. Jack received full military honors from the Cherryland VFW Post 2780. Okay. The next step in the boat renaming ceremony is to appease the gods of the winds. This will assure us of fair winds and smooth seas. O mighty rulers of the winds, through whose power our frail vessels traverse the wild and faceless deep, we implore you to grant this worthy vessel, Jack Keys, bounty, ensuring us of your gentle ministration according to our needs. Joe, would you lead us in all facing north? Lead us in facing north. Okay? Mindy, I'm going to give this to you. Next, we must pour our champagne, a generous libation of champagne, and fling it into the north as I exalt. Great exalted ruler of the north wind, grant us permission to use your mighty powers in the pursuit of our lawful endeavors, ever sparing us the overwhelming scourge of your frigid breath. Facing west, Joe. Facing west. Pouring the same amount of champagne. Great exalted ruler of the west wind, grant us permission to use your mighty powers in the pursuit of our lawful endeavors, ever sparing us the overwhelming scourge of your wild breath. East, facing east. Great exalted ruler of the east wind, grant us permission to use your mighty powers in pursuit of our lawful endeavors, ever sparing us the overwhelming scourge of your mighty breath. And facing south. Facing south. Great exalted ruler of the south wind, grant us permission to use your mighty powers in the pursuit of our lawful endeavors, ever sparing us the overwhelming scourge of your scalding breath. And lastly, with our last bottle of champagne, which we will enjoy over in the potluck area, we will raise a glass and we will toast to the sea and to the sailors and to the rowers before us, and to Jack Keys and Winnie. Thank you.
Hear, hear.
You can douse it. The rest of the champagne can be poured over the bow. Oh, it's official. It's officially the Jack Keys.
Yeah. Woo.
Thank you.